do you have within your family? Do you have parents that have turned around and said that they have a favourite grandchild? Anushka, anybody in your family, are the grandparents admitting to this?
No, I've got 3 boys, and I think they love them all in different ways. We all know which ones are more or less annoying.
Nick, is there favourite grandchildren in your family?
Yeah, no, I have. I'm relatively new arrival. I've got 3 grandchildren now, all toddlers. And the idea that I would have a favourite would be like asking me, did I prefer my mum or dad? This is just ridiculous. I don't see how this can come about. I understand that there's this, a grandmother has come out and said it, and apparently all her, and that's great. If that family is happy, it's not for me to tell another grandparent how to grandparent. But I see them all exactly the same, and the love is equal.
No, I really should tell her.
Emma Parsons-Reed says, personally, so this is a grandmother of 4 granddaughters, come out and said she has a favourite. I can't see what the fuss is all about. After all, my entire family knows perfectly well my eldest granddaughter, Eloise, is at the top of my pecking order.
I really feel quite angry. Don't get me wrong, you can have a favourite. Loads of my friends secretly have a favourite child. Personally, actually, I think about it a lot, but I don't. I love them all equally. Yeah. But I don't mind you having a favourite. But what impact is that having on Eloise's little brothers and sisters?
Hold on. We don't know the children's ages. I've just thought. So I'm referencing this to myself because one's only just school age. But if they're all girls in their 20s or 30s, then I can kind of see that's probably quite a gag. But to Anushka's point, you're right. I mean, I know Anushka, yours, not little lads, but they're young. I think once you get into adulthood, if you're in your 20s, yes, it might be funny that grandma says, I've always preferred Anushka to whatever, I've always liked Nick. But it's age relevant here, I would suggest.
We all know that. I know that my parents have got favourite grandkids, absolutely.
No,
Sure. But so they've got 2 granddaughters and 2 grandsons, and between them they would all argue about who the favourite is. But I'm sure my mum's got a favourite.
I'm sure my dad prefers having over my oldest boy who'll watch the football or cricket with him, and less likely the one who'll turn over to the cartoon. It doesn't mean he actually likes him more.
I think it also comes down to how annoying they've been on the day, because my favourite changes all the time. Sometimes I like Sam because he's away travelling. Sometimes I like Jack, but then Jack hasn't tidied up, so then I prefer Sam.
It's a woman's prerogative to change their mind, not you, Shepherd.
I
do occasionally dislike one or the other more than the others.
Yeah, there you go. So, and you know what my Jack's done as well? He's gone into his mum's phone, and basically it says my favourite. So he changes his phone to my favourite, and every time he phones, he makes sure his big brother can see that even mum's calling me her
But the
favourite.
kids think about this a lot, because mine often say to me, who's your favourite? And they try and get it out of you. Yeah. But it really affects them.
And I think it does, because it was even yesterday I went to go and pick up my bigger boy from school. My little boy said, but you didn't pick me up from school. Why are you picking him up? So I think it's really important to try and be absolutely as fair as possible. I think they do clock it.
Yeah.
Can I just confirm that dear Deirdre is going to be offering counselling to your children at the end of this on a special phone number, 08000 123. If you're the child of any of us, call that number.
I think maybe Eloise is 33